Hi there, little chicken nuggets. It's me, Carl. It's a new year and a new me. Well, it's the same me, but a new year, a better me. No. And with a new year comes a new challenge. But before we get into it, let me introduce you to my friends. Over here is everyone's favorite Paco, unless you know another Paco that you like more, but he's my favorite Paco. And as you can see, he's wearing our new high-tech Paco cam. So that's cool, budget approved, and the future is here. Hello, 2020. Our special guest today is my buddy Austin.
Hi.
What do you do here? He works for Sunday Cool, but what do you do? Because I don't really know.
I direct sales.
Direct sales.
I direct them. I do sales.
What do you do?
I'm with sales.
You're with sales.
Yep.
You do it.
I direct them.
He's the director of sales. Hot dog. Hot dog.
Let's go.
Last week I asked all y'all on the interweb what your New Year's resolutions are going to be, and you didn't disappoint. So today, we're going to react to your resolutions and possibly give some advice on achieving your goals. Because if anyone knows anything, we know anything. We have the answers. Probably, you'll get what you paid for, which is nothing. But to spice things up a bit, while we're giving advice, we're gonna eat the world's spiciest hot dogs. How is this the spiciest hot dog in the world? Well, our good buddy Andy mixed the bomb hot sauce into the chili sauce, Carolina Reaper powder on the bottom of the bun.
My eyes are already burning, dude.
Are they?
Yes.
What?
And to top it all off, habanero cheese melted right on top. Yum. And if you haven't had the bomb yet, it stinks. It's the worst. All right, Andy, you got those resolutions?
Yes, sir.
I'm so nervous, I'm gonna die. Let's go. All right, we got our resolutions. First things first, we're gonna take one bite of the hot dog. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This is really,
Look at this.
if you could put death in between two buns, this is probably what it would look like.
Got to put it in the bun.
Okay. Ready, boys? Ready, boys? Let's cheers it. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, let's get this go.
That is much worse than the last one.
Okay, let's get this going. Ow! Brian says, gave up on hot showers. Seriously, who hurt you, Brian? Ow!
I need something to drink.
Jeremy said to drink more water. Well, you know what they say, Jeremy? Can't live with it, can't live without it. Ow!
Where's the chicken?
Iris said to be nicer. Well, Iris, just be nice. Ha! Oh my gosh. Jack and the Beanstalk.
My eyes are on fire.
It helps, bub.
Ow! Dustin said, find out what heck or.
Hey, this
What happened?
this is out of control.
Composure. Hold on.
Are your eyes not hurting?
Hold on. Dustin said, find out what the heck eat means. Same. Ha! Nicole said, I resolve to become more resolute. That sounds like a riddle. How? Christian said,
Who?
Kristen said, read the Bible in here. Boom. Ow! Do it. Ow! Hold on.
So much.
Ow! Ow! Jack be nimble. Ha!
And be quick.
Oh my gosh. Andy.
We should just sing a song. Let's sing a song.
Don't stop
Believing. Hold on to your
feelings. Ow. Trinity said, last year mine was to lose 10 pounds. Only 20 more to go.
Okay, do it. Like cracking.
Are you kidding me?
Dang it. Okay, moving on. Jessica said, wearing cool Sunday tees every day of the year. Bet you won't. CoolCarl.com. Ha! Jason has 3. 1, elect Carl for president. Easy. 2, go see a Raiders game in Vegas. Probably just lead to some disappointment. Ha! Number 3, be in schools. Carl, that's me. It's impossible. Sean says, you know, be healthy and vote for Carl Hooper. Sean, eat a carrot and just vote for me. Isaac says to play more video games. Way to shoot for the stars, Isaac. Hold on. I drink a lot of chocolate milk really fast.
I need more paper towel. My eyes.
Oh. 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 Andrew said, eating spicy food with Carl and Pago. You don't want to.
Throw up warning.
All right.
That's a lot of chocolate milk. We probably won't put that in there.
Wrong.
Katie said, not to gain weight and to see my family more. Maybe eat this because it'll purge you. Ooh. As far as going to see your family, maybe just call up and say, hey, you know, gonna get a cup of coffee or something? I haven't seen you in a minute, and I think it'd be nice to go see you. Maybe go. Tim says, get rich or die trying. Tim, I don't think those are your only options. I think you can have a modest salary and live a decently healthy life. This is fun. Andrew says, gain weight. So far, I'm killing it. Way to go, Andrew. Scientists say, statistics say, dad bods are way cooler than six-pack, so. Austin, before we continue, do you have any resolutions?
Maybe one. When you told me I was going to be part of this video, I wanted to get at least 2 bites in. And so far, we've only taken 1.
Well, I'm not here to disappoint you. You're my good friend. And we gotta stick to resolutions.
Dude, this is bad.
I'm shaking like a... Okay, I'm actually kind of scared.
I'm anxious and very uncomfortable.
This is probably more uncomfortable, isn't it?
Only if you gave me a little kiss. It is 2020. All right.
I don't think we can put that in. Hold on.
Why does my puke taste like metal? All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. I'm gonna say this. Hold on. Dad, I'm gonna say. Hold on. Ow! Ow! Okay. Ow!
Are we out of milk?
Jeff says to laugh more, pray more, and hopefully not screw up. Well, you know the old saying, live, laugh, don't screw up.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Louie, ow! This hitting me hard.
It's so bad.
Lou says, watch more cool Carl videos. I love you, man. Love you too, man. Subscribe.
Look at that. I can't.
Austin Jones says, buy lots of dinner plates for a discount at thrift stores and keep some with me at all times
happening?
so I can smash them on concrete at opportune moments. Same! Hold on. What's happening? What's happening? What happened? Hey.
Did you just shatter something?
Emily says, purposely use Gen Z lingo so it becomes uncool. When they start speaking human words again. Yeet. Ha. Reverse colonoscopy. Slash sociology. Reverse social studies. Reverse pack. Hey, more. Here we go. Scott said. Ow, hold on. Scott said, got sick of breaking resolutions. So 8 or so years ago, I resolved never to make another resolution. So far, it's the only one I've ever kept. Glad to hear you're sticking to your resolution of not making resolutions, Scott. Corey Jones said, more time in the sun.
Corey Jones?
Well, no man's ever been inside the sun, Corey, so best of luck to you. This is the worst one I've ever had.
This is
the worst. This is the worst. I've never felt this. I've never felt this. Michael said, hashtag winning. Michael, hashtag that's not a resolution. John Garcia said, so be as cool as cool, Carl. Well, John, your resolution should probably be to fix your grammar. Boom, roasted. Eric Garger said to survive Y2K. Congratulations, Eric, you did it.
Good evening.
Mike LePan said to cry a little more. Okay. Rob says, buy all products from you, Brock and Kendall at Sunday Cool Teas. Okay. You should buy all products. Matt Davis said, to get over my fear of elevators, I've been taking steps to avoid them. Well, you know they say you can never trust stairs. They're always up to something.
I've become so numb, I can't.
That was a bad joke. Veronica says, so what does it mean baby boy love mom? What? Martha says, look fear in the face, laugh, and keep going. And last but not least, David Moses says, more eat, less belly buttons. Amen. Except eat can mean pretty much anything, so I don't know.
Yo, the plate shattering cut me, dude.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to CP Students Online. We are live right now. I'm hyped. This is awesome, guys. I'm excited to be here with you all live. I mean, this is amazing. and we are so excited that you are here with us. This is our middle school environment for 6th to 8th graders, and if you're here, welcome. We have some awesome stuff for you today. It's going to be a really, really fun time, but before we get to that, I want to give you guys a quick update about some awesome stuff that we got coming up in our student ministry. And we have an event coming up that we are super excited about, and we want to tell you guys about, and that is Movie on the Lot, CB Students Movie Night on the Lot, October 24th, and it's going to be on a Saturday night. And let me tell you guys, this is going to be a fun time. Everybody's invited, 6th through 12th grade, and it's free. So you're not already like hooked in right when I say that, it's free. Let me tell you, it's free. There's going to be Coke, there's going to be pop, whatever you want to call it. That's a whole other debate right there. There's going to be free snacks, popcorn, and then when you get there, we'll be able to vote on the movie. It's going to be an amazing night. So make sure you calendar that and tell your parents because it's going to be awesome and we can't wait. And then as far as today goes, we have an awesome game that we're going to play with a prize. We'll get to that in a little bit. And an awesome message from our friend Candice. And Logan is going to come up and tell you guys a few things here in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and send it off to him and let him talk. Get it.
Hey, what is up, guys? Again, we are live. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. This is the first time we've done anything like this in a while that wasn't in my living room. So I'm pretty excited about this, that we are coming to you live right now from the Loft. So hello to everyone out there in YouTube world. I wanted to let you know of a couple things really quick, and I'm going to send it back to Micah, and he's going to play a quick game with you guys. But in 2 weeks from today, we are reopening our environment. Middle school is opening back up on Sunday mornings. Now, there's going to be some limitations, some restrictions to this. We're going to send out all the details to you guys, to your parents, probably in an email, on our Facebook, on our website. All that stuff will go out some point this week. But the main things you need to know, you'll have to wear a mask if you're here. There will be a limited amount of people in this room. We only have so many that we can kind of accommodate. Obviously, we don't have a massive room anymore, so it's going to be kind of hard. And you won't all be able to show up on the same week. We're kind of going to have to, just have a small group here and there and go from that point on. So the nice part is, even if you can't make it here in the building, we're going to be doing this. The live stream will continue to happen and be set up. So you'll see exactly what is going on in this room. You'll probably still be able to play games with us as well. So you're not going to miss out if you can't physically be here with us in person. But you'll also be able to participate in small groups and engage in that, whether you're here in the building or whether you're at home. Small groups are still going to happen online via our Zoom groups or Zoom calls. So all that stuff is still going to happen. Like I said, we're working out the details to figure out how to do this. Ultimately, we want to make sure that you have fun, that you can come back and hang out with us, but also that it is a safe environment for you where you feel comfortable. So again, we'll get all those details out to you as soon as we can here this week, but we are really, really excited about regathering and having you guys back in this room. I'm super pumped about that. So, hey, yeah, I'm going to bring it back over here to Micah. He's got a fun game for you guys. So thanks for chatting with me for just a minute. I'm excited to see you guys here in just a couple weeks, but I'm going to toss it back over to Micah and let him play a little bit of a game with you. So, Micah, come on back, baby. Here we go.
Thank you, Logan. Also, let's just real quick give a boo to his jersey, the Braves. No, come on, that's just mean. He's rubbing it in, right, all on you guys, Reds fans. I don't personally care. I don't really like baseball, but I feel for you, Reds fans. That was just rude of him, and yeah, I don't appreciate that. So, make sure to give a thumbs down for that in the chat right now. But yeah, we're gonna get into our game, and as you saw, Logan had the buff, and hey, in our game today, if you can be the first person to answer correctly in the chat, we're going to have a little trivia game, and you will be entered into a drawing for a prize pack. And so we kind of done this the past couple weeks. And so, yeah, if you are the first person to answer correctly in the chat, you will be entered into a drawing. And in the next week, we will draw, and if your name is picked, you will get a prize pack with some cool CP Students merch, that buff, and a couple other things. And me and Logan will hand deliver that to you in the next couple weeks. So we're going to get into our game, and it's called Festive Fall Facts. And so this, we're getting into fall. It's getting a little chillier. I got college football back. It's fall. It's fall. I got a little flannel on. We love fall. So we're going to play a little trivia game about it. Just random facts all about fall. And that's all I can really say about it. So let's get to the first one right now. Medieval British people didn't carve pumpkins. Instead, they carved this. Is it A, apples, B, blocks of wood, C, turnips, or D, pears? Okay, so gonna be honest, for me, complete guess. This is a complete guess here. I will say I think I can rule out one, and I could be completely wrong with this, but I'm gonna rule out B for me Because how would they go from blocks of wood to pumpkin? That just doesn't, like, there's no correlation there at all. At least, like, the other ones are edible and they're, like, a fruit and stuff. So that's my logic of thinking here. I'm going to rule out B, and I'm just going to take a wild guess and go with A, apples. Because, you know, that's a common, I feel like that's the most common fruit. So I'm going apples. Let me know what you got in the chat, and let's see what the answer is. 3, 2, 1. A, C, turnips. So if you said turnips first and you were the first one to say it, congrats. Awesome stuff. And hey, let's get into our next one. What country just started celebrating Halloween in 1999 and is already starting to phase it out? So real quick, before we even get to the answers, that's like recent. Just think about it. 1999 is not long ago at all, especially for like a popular holiday. But for our answers, we have A, Switzerland, B, Argentina, C, Wales, or D, Canada. What do you guys think here? This is, again, as you guys are probably not shocked at all, a complete guess for me. No clue at all. And hey, if you guys are smart and you guys can get the answer and you think you know it, good for you. I'm going to take a guess at I'm going to go with the C. I'm going to stick with C. I'm going to say Wales. It's a cool country. It sounds cool. So that's what I'm going with. Let's see what the answer is. 3, 2, 1. A, Switzerland. Switzerland's cool, you know, it's a cool country, so that makes sense, I guess. I don't really have any reason to think why Halloween is, like, not really celebrated there, but, you know, cool. Okay, let's get to the next answer. Which continent is not able to grow pumpkins? Is it A, Africa, B, Antarctica, C, Australia, and D, Asia? Okay. Now, I feel like this one, like, there's a little more, like, thinking about it. You know, you can think, like, climate-wise and stuff. Africa, it's like always super hot. Like I can't imagine you can grow pumpkins there. But then even more than that, I mean, Antarctica is literally a frozen ton. Like you can't, there's no way anything can grow in Antarctica. I just won't believe it. There's no way. And for me, it's like, that's gotta be the answer. I just don't know how anything else. And if this is not the answer, then I want to know why, and I will look this up later. But let me know what you guys think your answer is. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, baby. That's right. I was going to say, there's no way. There's literally no way it's not Antarctica. I just couldn't believe it. So good job if you got that correct. Let's get on to our next one, which is, what animal has been scientifically proven to get smarter in the fall? First of all, what? That's the thing? Animals get smarter with the seasons? I did not know that. Is it A, foxes, B, bears, C, cats, or D, squirrels? I actually have a good guess on this. I feel like it's squirrels, just because like I think they store their don't they like go around and like store nuts and stuff like in acorns and all that like through the season? I'm pretty sure. I could be completely wrong with this, and I'm gonna look like an idiot. But hey, you know, that's fine if so. So that's my guess. I'm gonna go with squirrels. Let me know what you think. And the answer is, let's go. I'm on a roll. I'm just saying, all those animated movies where I watch, you know, Over the Hedge and all that stuff where Hammy, if you've ever seen Over the Hedge, Hammy, that little squirrel, first of all, great character. But yeah, he runs around, he's like, Steve Carell, he plays him, he's running around collecting all those nuts and stuff. He's like, that's honestly how I got that answer. So thank you, Over the Hedge. Next question. People born in the fall are more likely to A, play professional sports, B, get married in the fall, C, live longer, or D, go to college. There's no way this is real. Like what? How do they even get these stats? Like this just doesn't make sense. There's no way I believe this, but I'll take a wild guess. The get married in the fall one makes sense. Honestly, none of the other ones really make sense. Maybe there's some weird scientific thing like we live longer, but the go to college and play professional sports, there's no way that ties back to the fall, for me at least. I don't see how. So I'm going to go with B. The answer is get married in the fall. Let's see what the answer is. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I don't know. That's skeptical. I want to research on that. I'm going to look that up. I want to understand why and how, because that makes absolutely no sense to me. But hey, you learn something new every day. That's trivia for you, folks. So hey, if you got that right, congrats. You're entered in the drawing. We're going to do a couple more real quick. Let's do 2 more. Okay, in the fall, more people do this on Facebook than any other time of the year. Change their status to in a relationship, post nature photos, delete their account, unfriend someone. What do you guys think? I feel like, you know, like a lot of people call like fall cuffing season, if you've ever heard of that, like, you know, like being in a relationship and stuff. So I think A is a strong answer. I think A is a strong answer for sure. All the other ones, maybe like post-nature photos, that makes sense because like the leaves changing and stuff. That's for sure. That's probably like the most like makes sense answer. But I think I'm gonna go with A. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully, hey, I hope that you get it right, you know? I don't want you to lose. I want you to win. I want you to have success in life. So let's see what the answer is. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm killing this, to be honest. I am doing way better than I thought because these are all guesses. And so I'm doing a lot better than I thought I was. Okay, we're gonna do one more. This is the last one. This is your last chance to get in the drawing. So hey, make sure you answer it quick and correctly. Okay, let's get on. Birds migrate in the fall. One of the longest migrations is that of the Arctic tern. How long of a distance does it migrate? Oh, that's a bird, the Arctic tern? Okay, that makes sense now. Is it A, 500 miles, B, 2,000 miles, C, 6,000 miles, D, 11,000 miles? I already know you guys are like Googling the answer right now. Come on now. Well, guess what? If you Google the answer, you won't be first, so that's what you get. Anyways, again, complete guess for me because I can't Google, so I'm just gonna guess. I'm sticking with C. C is the answer today. That's what I'm going with. So let's see. This is your final chance. 3, 2, 1. Dang, 11,000 miles. That's crazy. That's so far. That is so far. Well, hey, I hope you guys had fun playing our game today. I know I did. And hey, honestly, this is fun. Being live with you guys, getting to hang out, talk to you, and you know. It's fun. So, but we are now going to go into our next part of our service this morning, and that is going to be our talk. There's going to be a short video right before that, but before we do that right now, make sure you have a piece of paper and a pencil because there's going to be a part of this lesson where you'll need that. So make sure you get that right now, and you're good to go with that. And I'm going to send it off to Candice for our talk. So off to you, Candice.
Hey friends, I'm Candice. So right now, I want you to write down the names of as many people that you can think of who are important in your life. Let's go. All right, so hopefully you wrote down the names of everyone that you could think of who's important in your life. The people in your class, at church, your family, your team, all of the people that you know in a very personal way. Now, you know these people's names because they mean something to you, right? And if you're anything like me, you hope that you mean something to them in return. Now, that's why I think it really stings when people don't get your name right. I mean, is there anything worse than someone getting your name wrong? When you tell them your name and they forget, or when they should know your name, but they still just cannot get it right. Take a look at this. Candice. Now, I spell my name with an I, but that's nothing compared to this. Now check this out. So I've always gone to the same schools that my big sister's gone to, and I've always had the same teachers. And they were always calling me Tiffany, her name. So once we were sitting in class and the teacher saying, Tiffany, 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 and I'm minding my business because my name isn't Tiffany, so why in the world would I respond to that? And then I realized, oh, she's calling on me, and it was so embarrassing. Now, of course, when the barista at Starbucks or the substitute teacher called you by the wrong name, you don't really correct them, right? You just move on because chances are high that the relationship ends right there as soon as I walk out of the store with my drink. It's done. Them calling you the wrong name doesn't really impact your life beyond that very moment. You're not losing sleep because the guy in the Starbucks added an A instead of an I in Candice, or the substitute teacher couldn't figure out how to actually pronounce Aaron. But if your best friend, your coach, your group leader got your name wrong, if they misspelled it or mispronounced it or even forgot your name, well, that hurts. Why? Because they're supposed to be the people who really know you, right? They're the game-changing, important relationships in your life. They are the people that you listen to, that you lean on, the ones that you turn to, right? When you're in need. They are the people that you want to know your name because with them, it's personal. Now, the reality is we all want somebody to know our name. We all want to feel like someone knows us in a real way. It makes us feel important. It helps us to feel seen. You see, when someone really knows our name, it's a sign that they know us, and that feels personal. So many of us spend a lot of time looking for a friendship like that. We want the BFF, or someone who knows everything about us, from our favorite colors to our favorite shows to whatever it is that we are binge watching when we're supposed to be sleeping, right? The kind of friendship where someone understands us without even saying a word. We want someone who cares about us, values us, and stays right close to us. We want a friend who knows our name because they know us in a real and a personal way. But the reality is, you already have that. Do you know that? You already have a person in your life who knows you and loves you that way. And you know who that person is? That person is Jesus. Now, let me just stop here and acknowledge what you might be thinking. Of course, we're talking about Jesus. You're probably supposed to say that, Candice. Yeah. And yeah, I get why you think that, but I'm not just saying it because I have to. I'm saying it because it's true. Jesus knows each and every single one of us by name, not because Jesus has to, but because Jesus wants to. Jesus sees you and wants to know you in a real personal way. Now, I get that this is a hard thing for a lot of us to believe, and I understand why. I've been there. Because there's so many of us, Jesus doesn't seem all that personal. Maybe you feel like he's too big to notice you. If he's big enough to create this entire universe, then how could he possibly know us personally? We're not nearly that important, right? Or maybe you feel that way because it doesn't seem like he's there. You can't see him or hear him talk back to you. How can he know you so personally if you haven't heard or seen him? Maybe you feel like he's impersonal because you just don't know much about him. You're not sure if you believe in him or if he even gives you that much thought. That sure doesn't make him feel all that personal to you. You may even be wondering why you'd want to be known by him personally. To you, he's just someone who judges your every move or makes you follow a whole bunch of rules. You might think that he doesn't care about you, that he just cares about your behavior. But knowing you personally is about so much more than just knowing what you did right or wrong. Or maybe you feel like if he knew the real you, he wouldn't want to be close to you. The things that you have done, the mistakes that you have made, the thoughts that you think, those are the things that you don't want anyone to know about you personally. And no matter what you think or feel about Jesus, the reality is that Jesus does know your name. And it's not in some way that means that you're on his list or that he's got an eye on you. It's in a way that lets you know that to him, you matter. And he knows your name because to him, it's personal. To show what I mean, we're gonna take a look at an encounter that Jesus had while he was here on earth with a guy named Zacchaeus. It's found in the book called Luke, which which was written by one of Jesus' closest followers. Now let me set the scene for you. Jesus was coming into the town of Jericho with a crowd all around him. Just picture it, all around him. And by this time in his ministry, he had become pretty well known. People had seen Jesus do so many miracles, heal the sick, teach amazing things, and even saw him raise a man from the dead. Yeah. So basically, Jesus was a pretty big deal. And as Jesus was passing through this crowd, someone caught his eye. Someone caused him to stop. This is where we meet Zacchaeus. He has a little bit of a different reputation than Jesus. Now let's take a look. A man was there by the name of Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector and was wealthy. Now, tax collectors in this time were viewed as being the worst, y'all. No one liked them at all. They cheated people out of so much money, and because of that, people saw them as outsiders and as traitors. All of that to say that Zacchaeus was not popular at all. On that day, Zacchaeus wanted to see Jesus. So as a shorter guy, he had to climb up a tree to get a glimpse. And in that tree, Zacchaeus got a lot more than he probably expected. When Jesus reached the spot, he looked up and said to him, "Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today." Now, think about this. Out of this huge crowd of people, Jesus stopped and called out to just this one guy, Zacchaeus. Jesus called his name. How startling it must have been for Zacchaeus that Jesus not only knew his name, but that he said his name out loud. Jesus called to him in front of everyone. Remember Zacchaeus, he was not popular with the crowd, and Zacchaeus knew it. He probably knew that Jesus knew it too. So to have Jesus not just notice him in that tree, but notice him by name, that was a big deal. That made it personal. And in that one moment, Jesus communicated that what he saw in Zacchaeus was different than what the rest of the world thought of him or saw in him. Jesus communicated that Zacchaeus had value to him. Zacchaeus was seen, he was known, and was valuable to Jesus, no matter what anyone else thought of him, no matter what he even thought of himself. And what's cool is that this is how Jesus sees us. He not only knows our name, but he calls it out. He uses it. He sees us for who we are. We are valuable creations of a loving and a personal God. When Jesus calls you by name, he's inviting you into a life with him. And when we accept that invitation, our relationship with him, it becomes real. It becomes personal. Personal began for Zacchaeus when he realized that Jesus knew his name, and the same is true for you. It's personal because Jesus knows your name. So what does this mean for you? How does this change the way that you see yourself or Jesus or even the other people? For some of you, it might begin with taking one step towards knowing more about Jesus. Zacchaeus climbed a tree to get a glimpse of Jesus. This was his first step towards personally experiencing Jesus. So maybe you need to climb a tree or take a step for yourself. No, not an actual tree. I mean, just take a step to get to know more about Jesus in a real and a personal way. Ask questions about Jesus or talk to your group leader about some of the things that might be holding you back. You can even look up the story of Zacchaeus yourself to get started. Whatever it is, take a step to help you know the one who knows your name. Others of you know Jesus in a personal way. You stepped into a relationship with him and you know the value of being close to a personal God who knows your name. Because of what Jesus did for you, you can do the same for others. You see, Jesus doesn't just invite us into a relationship with him. He invites us to know names alongside him. Check out the command he gives us to all his followers. Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself." In this passage, Jesus told us first to love him, and second, to love others, to make it personal to the people in our lives. Now, we can do this by first knowing their name. Just like someone knowing our name makes us feel seen and valued, when we know someone's name and use it to talk to or about them, it gives them the same feeling. It's a simple act that lets someone else know that you care about them in a real and a personal way. And remember, it's personal because Jesus knows your name. The reason I want to talk about this stuff is because I really believe it has the potential to change your life for the better. That personal relationship with Jesus, I want that for each and every one of you. And I want you to have a place where you feel seen and where you feel known and where you feel valued, and a place where everybody knows your name. So as you head to your group, I want you to remember that it's personal because Jesus knows your name. And then think about this question. How does it make me feel when someone knows my name?
Hey, awesome stuff. Thank you, Candice, for that amazing talk and kicking off our series for week 1 of It's Personal. What an amazing talk, you know? There were some awesome things in there, and there's a lot to unpack, but one simple thing, and it might be a simple point and a simple belief in the fact that Jesus knows your name, he knows my name, he knows everybody's name. And that might seem simple to you, like, okay, cool, he knows my name. But when you actually think about that and what that means, as Candice talked about, it's awesome. It's amazing. That's how much he loves us, that he knows every single one of our names. I mean, it's so cool. And then that he encourages us to know other people's name. In that same way, that same relationship that he knows our name, that's how we should know other people's name too. It's really cool. But yeah, thank you, Candice, for that amazing talk. And hey, we're about to the end of our service here this weekend, but quick couple things I want to remind you of is, one, we have our movie night coming up October 24th. Hey, I'm being serious. Make sure you guys tell your parents and have it down on your phone, your calendar, whatever, or set a reminder, because I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss it. And this is for you, 6th graders, as well, all the way up to 12th grade. So, and it's going to be free popcorn, free snacks, and you guys will be able to vote on the movie once you get there. So, you know, if you don't like a certain movie, then hey, you have your say in it. But we are super excited for that, and we can't wait. So make sure you're there for that, and invite a friend. You know, tell them about it. It's a great opportunity to invite a friend to that. But that's about it for today. We're about to send you guys off to small groups, as always. And if you do not have a small group and you're not connected into one, make sure you type in the chat right now, and we will get you connected into one with your email and all that. So yeah, make sure if you're not connected into one to type that in the chat right now. But if you are, that is where we are headed next. So thank you guys for hanging out with us, and we are so excited in the next couple weeks to go be back in person with you guys, see your guys' face, and be live in person in this room. Because trust me, we miss you guys, and we can't wait. So, yep, and we'll give you more info on that coming up soon. But until then, we will be back here, same time as always, online next week. But until then, I'm going to send you guys off to small groups. Hope you guys have an amazing week. We love you all. Peace.